Let's be real for a second. Nobody actually believed this day would ever arrive. Not Beyoncé, not Jay-Z, not even the man who clawed for years chasing it, Rymir Satterthwaite. But here we stand. A judge just pulled off what no messy headline or diss track ever managed. It blew the Carter dynasty wide open. Half. That's the slice of Jay-Z's empire the court just dropped into Rymir's lap, the man insisting he's the rapper's son. And no, this wasn't some theatrical stunt. This was brutal. Brutal enough to rattle not only Jay-Z's billion-dollar empire, but Beyoncé's money throne too. World too. Behind the velvet curtains, whispers say Beyoncé is falling apart. Not with that polished poison glamour we're used to on red carpets, but with raw tears, real heartbreak, and the helpless rage of watching everything you built slip like sand through your hands. Because let's be clear, this isn't just her husband's shady past crawling back. It's the entire Carter kingdom. An empire glued together with music, fashion, mansions, and billion-dollar contracts now tearing apart at the seams thanks to skeletons locked in Jay-Z's closet. And the cruel twist? This isn't some cheating scandal or a quick PR stunt to spin away. This is legal, permanent, signed in ink. A judge slammed down the gavel and ruled that Jay-Z owes Rymir a massive cut of the pie. Not hush money, not sneaky side deals. Half of everything, even the assets tied directly to Beyoncé's brand. Let that sink in. The mansions, the shared companies, the tours, the music royalties, so tangled together that even if Beyoncé tried to pull away, unraveling that fortune would be chaos on a historic scale. And here's where the shadows creep in. Because while the world worships Beyoncé as the flawless queen of poise, never showing a single crack on stage, insiders whisper she's cornered, blindsided, and stuck. This isn't just the ghost of some fling. This is a full-grown child now holding legal sway over her empire's fortune. She never signed up for this chaos. And from the whispers spilling out, she might be gearing up to bolt. Those divorce rumors aren't just cheap gossip rag filler anymore. They're echoing from people who actually move in her circle: lawyers, business managers, trusted advisors. Word is she's already carving up her finances, putting walls around Parkwood Entertainment, Ivy Park, and every empire brick she laid herself. It's not spite driving her. It's pure survival. Because here's the raw truth. Beyoncé may still love Jay-Z. She might have forgiven him more times than the world can count. Lemonade screamed that loud enough. But let's be real, love doesn't cover court costs. And it sure as hell doesn't shield you from watching your legacy vanish once the government starts carving up shared fortunes. For someone like Beyoncé, whose image is her empire, this isn't just marriage drama anymore. It's a brand on fire. And here's the kicker. This ruling unlocked Pandora's box. Rymir might not be alone. The whispers, the names, the dusty old claims? Suddenly, they don't sound so crazy. Some even say Jay-Z's been quietly buying silence in the past to shut mouths. If more voices step up, if even one more accusation sticks, this isn't just messy family drama. It's a demolition of the entire Carter dynasty. And right now, Beyoncé looks like she's stranded on a battlefield she never signed up for, watching the empire she helped raise start crumbling around her. Jay-Z isn't just drowning in legal nightmares. He's watching the glossy myth of his life unravel live in front of the world. For years, he's sold himself as the untouchable, street-savvy hustler turned billionaire icon. The mogul nobody could touch. Iraq nation crown Armand Danda Brignac. Every flashy deal, every shiny partnership was staged to scream power and legacy. But this court ruling ripped the mask clean off. That control? Turns out it was flimsier than the press releases made it look. Now that grip is slipping away, one chunk at a time, and the empire is shaking. This isn't just about draining bank accounts. It's about shredding reputation. Business partners hate scandal. They hate chaos. And they really hate seeing their brand tied to lawsuits filled with secret kids and buried relationships. Word is some of Jay-Z's loyal collaborators are already ghosting. Contracts stalled. Boardrooms buzzing. Investors demanding answers. Nobody wants their brand glued to a sinking idol, no matter how many Grammys glitter on his shelf. And then comes the extra baggage of fresh accusations, ones completely outside of Rymir. A lawsuit was just updated to drag Jay-Z into a civil assault claim tied to another industry heavyweight. The tale is grim, disturbing, and precisely the kind of headline that makes boardrooms panic. Legal truth or not, the sheer connection alone is poison. Has everyone on edge. With Rymir's win already rattling the Carter name, this latest twist feels like tossing kerosene on a bonfire. Meanwhile, Beyoncé is quietly running full-scale damage control, surgical and precise. Insiders reveal she's been meeting with legal and money strategists, reorganizing assets, and erecting protective barriers around her ventures. It's the kind of meticulous prep you do when a storm looks set to intensify, not calm down. She's shielding Ivy Park, fortifying Parkwood Entertainment, and tightening grip on her music rights. She's not waiting for Jay-Z's mess to seep into her kingdom. She's drawn the line before the judges do it for her. All this begs one burning question. Is a breakup quietly underway? Because moving money like this is never just about cash. It's about autonomy, freedom, and making sure that when the media storm hits, you're not buried under someone else's chaos. What's insane is how few saw it coming. Jay-Z has sidestepped rumors, scandals, and lawsuits for years. Everyone assumed he'd always be a step ahead, but the courts finally caught him. And the choice to hand over such a colossal slice of the fortune wasn't about fame or legacy. It came down to failure to answer, to notice, to move. Quiet in this scenario cost him everything. Now the internet won't shut up. Fans are divided. Some defend Jay-Z, claiming it's all blown out of proportion or a legal misstep. Others are pointing fingers, saying karma has arrived, insisting this is the moment reality finally caught up. And while arguments explode online, behind the scenes, the true chaos brews. Accountants sifting through decades of ledgers, lawyers designing flawless escape routes, and a supposedly untouchable empire starting to splinter at every edge. The tale isn't just ink on paper, it's a wake-up call. One man's supposed child or one woman's heartbreak isn't the full story. It's about influence, how it's wielded, how it crumbles, and what unfolds when even the biggest icons in culture are forced to answer for the past. Jay-Z always bragged he was a mogul, but now he is the empire under scrutiny, and no marketing spin can hide the truth stamped in court files. Beyoncé has always mastered stealth. It's part of her legend. While everyone else chases scandals, she shapes her persona like an untouchable luxury label, precise, polished, flawless. But now, silence might not be enough. The court's decision has pulled the veil away, and the game has changed. The headlines don't care about nuance, they want drama, shock, and clicks. And right now, Beyoncé is at the center of it all. Every move scrutinized, every public appearance dissected, every social media post analyzed for hidden meaning. Insiders whisper she's moving strategically, shielding her assets, and quietly preparing for every possible outcome. But the court's ruling didn't just expose Jay-Z, it exposed the fragility of the empire they built together. And for the first time, the world sees that even legends are not untouchable. Performer. She's a mother, a wife, and a woman who has invested decades of her life into a legacy she built with sweat, tears, and unmatched precision. Seeing that legacy threatened is more than financial, it's deeply personal. Sources say late nights are spent on calls with lawyers, financial advisors, and close confidants, mapping out every scenario, every contingency. The calm exterior she presents to the world masks a storm raging behind closed doors. This isn't a public feud. It's a meticulously calculated fight for survival, independence, and protection of everything she's worked so hard to create. Mogul. She's a wife, a mother, a woman who has faced betrayal in public before. She turned heartbreak into headlines, transformed pain into a statement. But this time, there's no metaphor. This is legal warfare, legacy at stake. And if Jay-Z has more children out there, real or alleged, the blow isn't just emotional. It threatens her future, her kids, her legacy. What's worse, it might not stop here. Rhee's legal victory has inspired whispers. Another woman, Letitia, who previously claimed to be Jay-Z's child, might step forward. Her allegations were dismissed before, but now, the stakes are higher, the empire vulnerable, and the drama far from over. Before, but now, in this climate, with this precedent, one court taking notice could change everything. Even a sliver of acknowledgement, like Rymir received, could trigger a cascade of claims, threatening to engulf what remains of the Carter Empire. For Jay-Z, this is a worst-case nightmare. Every dollar, every move made in secrecy, might now be scrutinized, tracked, exposed. The empire he carefully built, the image of untouchable power, is suddenly vulnerable. And while the headlines haven't yet caught the full scope, insiders whisper that the cracks are spreading, fast, unstoppable, and brutally public. Documented, traced, and potentially laid bare. Any hidden settlements, covert hush arrangements, if they exist, the court could unearth them all. Discovery doesn't care about fame, influence, or legacy. And already, business allies are hesitating. Agencies, platforms, luxury brands, they're all watching, calculating, waiting. No one wants to be tied to a crumbling empire. No one wants to face the fallout from secrets that could shatter reputations overnight. One wants their name dragged into a bloodline scandal with billionaire stakes. The empire they built together was never just music. It encompassed real estate, fashion, tech, sports, streaming. It was influence, dominance, a legacy, and now that carefully crafted dynasty appears to be fracturing from the inside out. If Beyoncé walks away, it's more than a divorce. It's a statement. She refuses to sink with the ship. What unfolds next could redefine celebrity culture for an entire decade. If she speaks, the world stops to listen. If she moves, the industry shifts. Every eye is locked on her. Her. Not as Jay-Z's wife, not as half of a celebrated power couple, but as a woman deciding whether to safeguard her legacy or hold on to something already slipping away. The Queen rarely speaks, but every calculated step now could redefine what it truly means to be loyal, commanding, and untouchable in a world that watches every move.